everybody, what is up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the hair experience. What are you talking about today, Curtis? I'm talking about how do you know when your bond is bad? It might sound like a no-brainer, but there are going to be some tips. So let's get started. Anyways, I'm going to add a little segment to the video when I do things. Oh, welcome to the channel. We talk about hair replacements, hair systems, bonding it, cutting it, cleaning it, installing it, maintaining it, and a life with it. Subscribe below. It's super important to me. It means a lot, guys. Ebook will teach you how to do it. The video ebook is out. Starter kit and the 20% off coupon, myhairexperience.com, or down in the comment below in the top comment or in the description. I'm also, whenever I do videos, I've been talking a little bit about how your looks are and appearance, and hopefully mine's on point right now. I didn't shave this morning. I think you can go a day without shaving, possibly two, depending if you have a beard or not, or how you have your facial hair set up. But what I'm going to do is talk about my outfit of the day as well. I'm going to do it towards the end of the video and just give cost rundown and things like that. First, I'll get to the point of why you're watching. Okay, I still feel like crap too. Sorry if my voice sounds all crazy. How do you know when your bond is bad? You really want to get 5 to 7 days out of a bond. And when I say a bond, I'm talking about a liquid adhesive, a white bond or a clear bond. Tape should really last you 10 to 14 days. Walker, the Super Tape, any of the good branded tapes are going to last you 10 to 14 days. They say 4 weeks. I just wouldn't keep, they might last that long, guys. They really might. But I just, for sanitary purposes, will never go over 2 weeks to possibly 2.5 weeks. If something's going on or I'm sick or something like that, I kind of let a few more days go. So you'll know, I mean, a tape, really what a tape will do when it's bad is it'll start running and oozing away from the edge, and you'll feel it start to get kind of sticky and nasty between where your bio hair is, your real hair, and where that edge of that unit is. And you'll start feeling the ooze down around there. And you might feel some sliding of the unit. If the tape is totally broken down, you'll feel some sliding of the unit. You don't want that. Your tape is all done at that point. That's tape. Pretty simple. As long as the surface area is clean on both pieces, your scalp and the unit, you should get 10 to 14 days. Next is going on to the bond itself. How do you know when it's bad? Guys, application, cleanliness, and product is everything here. And like I've said 1,000 times before, you're going to go through 2, 3, 4, 5 different bonds. That's why there's so many of them out there. That's going to match your body chemistry, your pH, the alkalinity, the way you sweat, your oils and things like that are going to control how that bond works for you. One bond's going to work great for somebody and it's going to be terrible for the next guy. So just keep that in mind and don't get frustrated. How do you know when it's bad? If you don't get 5 days out of a bond, out of a frontal bond, if you do it like mine, tape around the perimeter and bond on the front, if you don't get 5 days out of that bond is probably not for you. Now I'm going to dig a little bit more into that and explain what I mean. When you get shower and super high heat is not the best way to categorize a bond, if that makes sense, because those are the hardest things in high sweat. The sweat and things like that, it's tough on a bond, guys. It really is tough on a bond. And if you got that premier stuff that just works for you, you're going to just bang right through it like it never happened. My clear bond that I use, I can get through that. Now, if I'm going to work in the yard for 8 hours, I'm going to wear a bandana straight up. But I should be able to get through most of the day and be just fine with a good clear bond. All right. Now, how do you know if it's bad? If you can't make it to wash your car out in the yard doing some yard maintenance for a couple of hours or something like that without it turning white or running down your face, then that bond is probably a good bond for you. Or when and if you get out of the shower, like I brush mine back when I get out of the shower, it's just to keep it out of my face, and I let it air dry while I work at home. God, my mouth is dry. This sucks, guys. My sinuses are killing me. Sorry. But I let mine air dry. But when you start brushing it, as soon as you get out of the shower, there's kind of a couple of ways to do it. If you got a bond that's supreme and primo, like I was saying, you can brush back lightly, but you're going to want to start towards the back. Don't let a whole bunch of knots work their way up from the front. all the way to the back. Start your way at the back first and then work your way up just ever so lightly, okay? You're going to make it through 5 or 6 days worth of showering and you should be just fine. Day 6, day 7, you're going to tell it's breaking down. Something might come up on you on that leading edge, but then you push it back down and let it dry. Once the heat and humidity lowers down in that bond's going to take hold again and get you another day or so. Day-to-day activities. That's with a clear bond or a white bond, okay? If you're let's go to a white bond for a minute. If you're walking outside and you're hanging out and you're shooting the S with the guys, and that means shooting the, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out and your white bond is turning white on you and it's 80 degrees outside and you're just watching people play football or baseball or something like that, that's not the bond for you guys. It's really not. A lot of people do get good results out of a white bond, and it doesn't really affect them to be in heat for very long. Extended periods of heat on any white bond, they'll turn white. So that's really the gist of it. We have to give that bond 24 hours to cure. Now, there's one way around that is Walker's Sport Active. The Sport Active will actually cure the bond, supposedly from what I'm told, instantly. You don't have to wait the 24 hours before you sweat or shower. I don't know how much I believe that. I haven't tried it. With my clear bond that I use, or the HD clear bond, I can shower or do anything in past the first, say, 5 or 6 hours. I usually do it in the evening, and then I don't shower that evening. I shower the next morning, and I'm totally fine. So that's really what it is about your bond. You just really have to pay attention to what you... tapes are pretty generic, like I said, but your bond... If you're getting a bond breakdown in the first 3 days, it's not the bond for you. Try another one, but don't get frustrated about it. You're going to want 5 to 7 days out of a bond where you don't really have to do a lot. Maybe a little edge comes up or something like that. Then you know you have the right bond. All right, that's what I got for that. On to my outfit for today. I want to go over what I wear and what it costs. You guys can't see down below, but I'll explain it all. My jacket, I'm doing this so we all look better. The hair is the icing on the cake, but we got to look good at the same time. So I'm wearing everything I have on is H&M. My jeans, we'll start with my shoes. My shoes are a white loafer. I don't know if you can see this if I pick my foot up. Kind of cool. They're a white loafer. They're pretty generic. They were on Amazon. They were $29. I don't wear, I've got these little things inside of them. I don't wear socks with them. It's kind of cool looking, but you got to keep them clean. My jeans, they're a slim fit jean. They're from H&M. I want to say they were 25 bucks. My t-shirt is H&M. It was like $11.99. And this blazer is from H&M as well. As you can see, H&M, skinny fit. It was $39. And I sent this to the tailor, and it cost me another 25 bucks to have the arms shortened just a little bit. That's really all I spent on my outfit, and I think it looks $1 million, and it's less than $100 bucks. I mean, honestly. I mean, to have a good look, like, you know, I follow Pinterest and things like that to see what's out there and see what people are wearing, and I try to look good and somewhat fashionable on a budget. So I'm going to throw these little things in there, you know, probably every other video about trying to keep us looking good and feeling good about having our new hair. So that's what I got today, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And then we're going to keep making those videos. Don't forget myhairexperience.com. Starter kit and all that stuff is on there. Thanks, and we'll see you in a couple days.